Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Seahawks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Ndamukong Suh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. And everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
12 more yards there and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarter.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Complete.
Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
To DK Metcalf. Out of bounds just short of midfield.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's 2nd down. And
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
he was covered.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man, Gronkowski complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
DK Metcalf, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Buccaneers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another.
Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This complete to Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushed...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's a give to Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
28-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Rob Gronkowski.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, Capital.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
46-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This complete to Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
54-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Jamal Adams there on
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 66 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier. Cody Barton on the stop.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 85 yards. downs. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Evans. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Left guard defense. Left guard defense. Here we go. 55 is my guy. 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final
so fire the cannons. It's a victory.